I think the private sector the world over, for a couple of centuries was dominated by pale males. Caucasian guys have been the power elite for as long as one can remember. But what has happened over the last 10 years, maybe particularly in emerging markets, is that there has been the growth of a brand new labor pool, very highly educated women, very ambitious women who are determined to use those credentials in the marketplace, earn a lot of money and gain power. I think that's a whole new story.
But India seems to be at the bottom of the heap when you just look at the fact that among the BRICS, we're right at the bottom when it comes to women leadership in terms of scaling up ambitions. I think often women tend to dumb down their ambitions because they're not able to live up with work pressures as a result of a poor environment that's been created by the organization.
Well, in this study we looked at 5 geographies: Brazil, Russia, India and China. And India was the country where you saw the most bias, the most discrimination. 45% of women said that they were treated unfairly in the professional workplace because they were women. They didn't have nearly the same kind of chance for promotion as their male counterparts.
Exactly that, because the leaders that we're talking about seem to be aware of the problem, but what are they doing about it?
They can see the problem, but they're not necessarily doing anything about it. I think that's really true. We are finding in our work in both the UK and the US, and we did some very recent work on this, that the magic ingredient in terms of finally unlocking, that route to the top is not mentoring, because that is not strong enough, but something called sponsorship. You need a very senior person to go to work on your behalf, to use up chips on your behalf, to link their reputation to yours, and almost, pick you up and carry you to the next stage.
Do you think time has now come that we need to start looking at women as a resource beyond just the fact that we need to tick mark on a checklist that this is about gender equality, but actually that women are just a profitable resource? Start thinking of profit and ensure that women are part of that process.
Right. Well, almost 40% of college graduates in India are now female. Why would you want to throw away that investment? Right this second, too many women drop out when they're 32 or when they're 38 or when they're 29. And there are ways of preventing that attrition, ways of preventing that wastage, if you like. They're precious resources.